Today, let's talk about this guy. But this post is not about this guy, it's actually about you. So this guy's name is Ezra Olubi, but if you see his Twitter handle, you will see that he added God because in his own idea, he is God, okay? And it is not small letter G, but actually the big letter G. There is so much we are going to have to talk about today. But let me start by introducing him to you. Ezra Olubi is a very intelligent guy. He is the co-founder of Paystack, one of the biggest fintech companies here in Africa. Now, he's said to be atheist, he is said to be feminist. So let's begin by going through some tweets that he made 10 years ago that later resurfaced just of recent. Let me introduce him to you through his tweets. This first tweet says, "Last time I felt this way and went to the hospital for a general checkup, I was diagnosed as both HIV plus and with hepatitis B." So one of his CV right now is that the guy is HIV plus and also has hepatitis B. Next tweet, "The reason I'm here to share my view of my colleagues' ties with you guys is because I'm searching for a silent camera." That means he's also a weirdo that if you are one of his friends and you are female, he may just be spying on you with technology while you are doing your normal thing in your house. Sometimes I go all fours and follow the cat around the house, blowing hair on his skin. So that means this person also has zoophilia. He sleeps with his cat. I know that's very disgusting, but we have a long way to go on this talk, so follow me. With the way I just look at this young girl, I hope my daughter doesn't grow a pair of boobs till she turns 18. That also means this particular guy is also a pedophile. He's also a pedo. He sleeps with young girls, in fact babies. Don't forget that this guy is a very intelligent guy. He's a billionaire. Next one, "I have been deprived of watching sexy 16-year-olds with exaggerated breasts and skimpy skirts on screen legally till I discovered her name." So as I said earlier, he is also a pedo, and this is one of the ways he now satisfies that his cravings. Also, add clueless to that list. I like them young, innocent and clueless. So this is just one of those guys who were bold enough to be loud about their inner secret cravings. There are many more people like this around your area, around your community. So you have to watch your daughters. You have to be careful because your neighbor might just be like this, but he is not able to express these things verbally or on Twitter. These are the kind of people that we now have around us. People who occupationally are doing well, but morally they are totally bankrupt. Not even just bankrupt, but they have the tendency to do very wicked things, very inhumane things without even an iota of remorse about it. Now, another tweet from him. "My peace stream is split in two. Is this a sign of an STD? Can you contract one if the only thing you have had sex with in months is your cat?" This guy sleeps with his cat. He's a human amongst us, most likely the mentor of many of you that are watching this video. Let's continue. "I judge my female friends by the sound of their pee, thanks to the audio recorder in my bedroom." So whenever the female friends visit him, he has an audio recorder. Now, this is disgusting. It's disgusting. Let's just move on to the last tweet I want to talk about now. "Just learned housemates are the third carriers of hepatitis B, right after cats and ex-girlfriends. He sleeps with his housemaid, sleeps with his cat, and you know the rest." Don't forget this guy is very intelligent, very well to do. In the community, he's most likely one of those that may just be inspiring some of your children who have an interest in tech, who have an interest in software development, who have an interest in finance, who have an interest in... Now let's come back to who are his friends. Look at his friends. Do you want to tell me that his friends were not aware of the kind of person that this particular man was? How come they never spoke out? I will also explain why. But don't forget this is name that has God on it, because we are going to talk about it. The long and short of it is that this person and his friends are all atheists and they hate anything God, but they are doing very well in this world though. Intellectually they are good, they are sound. Or let's say we thought, because you cannot be intellectually sound and morally bankrupt, because being morally sound is part of being intellectually sound. If that is not your idea of being intellectually sound, then you have a wrong definition of what it means to be intellectually sound. Wait, when I saw this story and I read through and I looked at everything that surrounded the story, there is a scripture that came to my mind, and it is that scripture that will enable me to communicate what I really want to share with you in this video. This video is not for everybody. This video is for those that really want to be exposed to the reality of what it means to be having a degenerate mind. Let us go to the book of Romans. I saw in Romans 1 verse 21, it says that because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations. Their foolish hearts was darkened. I found out that many of these people who claim to be atheists, claim to be feminists, they have a problem with God. If you look at his name, you will know that he is not even from an idolatrous background. He is most likely from a Christian background. He has seen it all in his own definition. He has seen it all. He knows all that pastors do in church. He knows all that goes on in church in his own opinion. Because there are many people that are like this, who think they have seen it all and they have come to a conclusion that there's nothing good about Christianity, there's nothing good about following God, and so they decided to be their own God. The way they talk, it literally looks as if they are running mad, but somehow you are not able to call them mad because they are dressing fine and they are even doing well in their workplaces. But what actually happened is that immediately they began to live a life of obvious rebellion against God. They became vain in their imaginations and their foolish hearts became darkened. Then the next part says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Even you that does not believe in what it means to be godly or to be spiritual, you already know that it's only a very foolish person that can make tweets like this. It's not bad enough that you have this kind of moral decadence. It's not bad enough that this is how you see life. To be loud and to make it public is the height of foolishness. But do you know that there are people who are even worse and they are making their moral decadence public and they think it is wise, and they will be like, I'm better than those of you that are pretending. So they will be like, I know what I'm doing. It is self-awareness. There are people like that around you. Your imagination has become darkened. Some of them will say, I am my own God, I may be my own pastor, I may be my own prophet. No pastor can deceive me. They can even go as far as insulting you that is trying to walk with God, because in their own opinion that is wisdom. But from what we can see, this is actually the real foolishness. And see, listen, there are some of you that have not gotten this bad yet. You have not gotten as bad, as terrible as Ezra and his friends, but that is where you are heading to. It is only a matter of time, and I will show you. Okay, let's move further. Let's go to verse 24. He said that wherefore God also gave them to uncleanness through the lust of their own heart. You see, what can be more unclean, what can be more disgusting than you having desire to sleep with a cat, having desire to know how people's pee sound, having desire to want to sleep with your housemate, having desire to sleep with young girls? Like, what other way can we define uncleanliness, filthiness? Taking religious inclination aside, this is generally societally unclean. I don't even want to use the word immoral, because you will say this pastor have come again. This is generally unclean. This is filthy. It is so filthy that even a child knows that this doesn't make sense. And don't tell me that it is his life. He used his own legs to walk into this state of decadence. Because if you don't acknowledge God as God, if you don't take God to be God in your life, you will become degenerate. You will become degenerate. This is where you will get to, whereby God will now say, okay, let's allow this person live his life. Let's see where this particular mindset or this decision that this person has made, let's see where it will take him or her. And then this person will start entertaining uncleanness. Uncleanness will start making sense to the person. You need to see the weird things people that have become degenerate do. Ezra is just one example of the thousands and millions of them that live around us. And look at the next part. He said that uncleanness through their own lust, through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, to dishonor their own bodies. What other level of dishonor can you give to your own body than you sleeping with a cat? I've seen very terrible videos of degenerate minds. People who enjoy shitting in the face of a woman. Not shit, not C-H-E-A-T, no. It is defecating in the face of a woman. That is how they get their own orgasm. When a person becomes degenerate, oh my God. When they start thinking that they are now God, when they start thinking that Jesus does not matter, when they start thinking that there is nothing like God, there's nothing like Jesus, it's my own life. The way Satan will mess you up. When you see yourself, you will be surprised by the kind of things that you will be doing. I'm telling you, look at verse 26. He said that for this cause, God gave them to vile affections. When he said God gave them, not that God now brought vile affections to them, no. Not that God caused them with vile affections, no. God does not force himself on people. God is not an evil spirit. So if you say, God, leave me alone, God will stand away. But his love for you is unchangeable. He still loves you, but he will allow you to come to the end of yourself. And during the period of you coming to the end of yourself, the kind of things you will do, the kind of life you will live. This guy, Ezra, is not irredeemable. God can still save him, but it will take a very, very, very crucial, critical process. You will need therapy, you will need pastor, you will need deliverance, you will need a lot of things. And if you are here, you don't believe in deliverance, your problem has started. It depends on what you define as deliverance. Understanding your identity itself is a form of deliverance. Finishing the entire New Testament as a Christian, as a newborn again Christian, that first of all is a deliverance for you already. Understanding the book of Ephesians is deliverance for you already from what your culture and your national affiliations and all that have done to your mind. Aside the fact that there is also deliverance from evil spirits, vile affections, and then even their women, they didn't change the natural use into that which is against nature. You don't become degenerate at once. It is gradual. That is why you need to wash yourself. So I will not be surprised if those his friends are doing worse, just that their own has not come public. And listen, including those of you that use vibrators, those of you that masturbate, you are already in a level of being degenerate. It is gradual. You are making very, very terrible progress already in becoming degenerate. If you don't seek help on time, as you continue, you become so strong in that particular activity to the point that a time is coming where even the gospel cannot penetrate this your heart again. So seek help. Seek help. Give them to vile affections. Look at the next part. And likewise, also the men. You know, let me quickly say something. There's nothing like Christian feminists. What the Bible teaches as it pertains to how men should be treated and how women should be treated is enough. You are just a Christian. And the Bible has a very healthy idea about men and about women. Whatever you saw that looks as if it was an unhealthy idea, you are the one that chose to see that thing. Or you decided to misinterpret what you saw that you didn't understand and you didn't meet a good Bible teacher to help you out with it. The Bible has a very healthy idea about men, about women, about children, about society, about everybody. And the Bible has only two genders. The Bible does not know what is queer. The Bible does not know what is so many things are happening in our world. But you know what? We are not surprised. The reason why we are not surprised is because this is not even the first time we are seeing it. Even in the Bible, it has started happening. As at the time the man Paul was writing to the Roman church, he has seen gays, he has seen lesbians. Likewise, also the men living the natural use of the woman, bond in their lust one toward another. That is gayism. It's in the Bible. Men with men, walking that which is unseemly, receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. You see it, when you become degenerate, you become a tool for Satan. You become like a baggage. Anything he wants to dump, he can dump it in your life. If there's a new unhealthy behavior in town, maybe inhaling pepper, because you are degenerate, Satan will come and dump it upon your life. It will become something that you will be interested in. If there is a new harmful behavior in town, maybe cutting yourself and licking it as a way of getting satisfaction, it may not make sense to you when you first see it, but because you are a degenerate person that have not acknowledged God as God, he will come and dump it upon your life. It's a matter of time. When you see one person do it, another person do it, even if it's even a generated video, you won't know. Before you know, you start desiring it. That is what being degenerate means. And it starts from not regarding God as God. It starts from not taking God's word serious. It starts from thinking that you don't need God. It starts from thinking that you can take good care of yourself and you are in charge of your own life. It's a dangerous way to live life, to think that you don't need God. Look at the real problem in verse 28. Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. That's what I just finished saying just now. Those things which are not convenient, God gave them to a reprobate mind. Serious colo. You will be wondering, which kind of person is this? How did this person get to the level of having this kind of addiction? You will be wondering. It is what happens when a person has a reprobate mind. It's also the same thing as a degenerate mind. Before you know it, the person becomes filled with all unrighteousness, all the bad things in this world. Listen, especially those of you who were once Christians, because most times I found out that when these people become atheists or they become feminists, they don't fight Islam. They don't fight Islamic ideas. Those ones that are loud online, the first thing they always attack is Christian ideas, Bible teaching, pastors, the church. It is not because Christians are majority in this world. Go and check. The reason why they fight Bible ideas, Christian ideas, is because majority of them, they were once Christians. And if you were once a Christian, you start doubting God and you get to this level of having a reprobate mind, you become a very good merchandise for Satan. He will want to mess you up, to use you to send a message to other believers. The reprobate mind. Why is Christianity under so much attack like that? It is because Christianity is the only way to God. I'm telling you. You know, when you see someone who doesn't like spiritual things, who has a problem with God or has a problem with Christianity, it's not the person's fault. Many of them, they were hurt. Either they were hurt by church or they prayed at the time where they needed God the most and God didn't show up. But on the other hand, it is because they don't really understand how God operates or who God is, and they don't also understand the thing called life. That life life itself can be very unfair, but that does not mean that God is not in it, that all things can work together for your good. Many of these people who grow up from Christian homes, grow from the Christian faith, and become reprobate, become degenerate, they don't really know that thing. That the fact that life is unfair doesn't mean God is unfair. That if you stick to God, even when life is unfair, life in the end will answer to you. And according to the book of Romans 8, all things will now work together for your good, including the disappointment, because many of these people are angry with God. There's nobody that is born atheist. Nobody. Even nowadays, that it looks as if atheism has become a religion on its own. So children are being given birth to by some parents who don't know what they are doing, and they are raising their children to become atheists. Many of those children still somewhere in their mind have a feeling that there's a superior being somewhere, and they know that they need to access this superior being. And this atheism is self-deceit. They know. I've spoken with many. I think I've said enough for the day. I better cut the camera. And by the way, yes, I don't know why many of you are refusing to follow this page. Did that offend you? You don't know that if you follow, you comment, you like, it will make the videos go far. You don't know, and now you know now. And it's also an encouragement to me, because I have a lot of things that I'm doing. So if I see that my videos are impacting you and you are telling me that it is impacting you, I will continue to shoot more videos. But if it be like saying, now let me watch my videos, nobody they follow, nobody they like, nobody they comment, but I'll continue preaching the gospel. I'm a missionary. I will continue the work I'm doing, because it even cost me a lot of time to shoot many of these videos. So my people, please support by liking, commenting, following, sharing the video. Any of my videos, keep sharing. The goal is to restore sanity to our society. The goal is to restore sanity to our society. Thank you. Cut the camera.